Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like I share videos, news update. Over 2 million Biafrans vote for self-referendum in few days. That's according to Mazi Simon Ekpa. Yes. Now, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic of Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, distinguished, says Biafrans are ready to exit Nigeria. Yes. Say over 2 million Biafrans have voted for self-referendum in less than 2 weeks. Less than weeks into its recently launched e-voting platform. Yes, you recall that the Biafran Prime Minister of the government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, launched this e-voting platform merely a week ago. And from all we are seeing, Mazi Simon Ekpa is announcing the vote has reached 2 million or more than that. Yes, still counting. 2 million, yes, on the platform, e-platform, yes. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa said, look, that this thing will continue, yes, as Biafrans embrace this e-voting. He said it shows their enthusiasm for freedom and liberation. Yes. So the number of Biafrans who have voted for self-referendum in the last 10 days surpassed the total votes from the Southeast in Nigeria's 2023 general elections. You don't see them now. Yes, according to him, the voting will continue till May 2024, while stages 2 and 3 will commence in June and last till October 2024. Yes. Let me quote part of the statement of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Now, quote, over 2 million Biafrans have voted in self-referendum in just a few days of e-voting commencement. And considering the number of voters from eastern Nigeria in the last general election, it is clear that Biafrans are ready to go. The first stage of the e-voting continues till May 2024. There are 3 stages. Stage 1 which commenced February 1, 2024 with the e-voting, and in May. Stage 2 starts in June and ends in August. Stage 3 starts in September and ends on October 30, 2024. Indeed, we are on the verge of achieving liberation. End of quote. Now, this is a statement of Mazi Simon Ekpa, distinguished. Yes, as he unveiled the self-referendum for the e-voting portal, and people are voting en masse in their large numbers. As I said rightly, the numbers surpass that of people who voted in 2011 or 2023 general election, or the charade they conducted. Yes, 2023 charade they conducted. It surpassed the numbers of people who voted in the southeast. Yes. So what this means is this: the implication we're talking about now is that people are willing to exit Nigeria, considering the fact that all indices that shows that Nigeria is the first state has showed. Of course, you have seen it. The other pointers, they are glaring that it will not be well with Nigeria again. Nothing can be done to salvage the situation. It has gone beyond mekotarism. It's beyond remedy. Yes, and that's what informed many who are voting for liberation, for freedom, from the contraption, from this enclave called Nigeria, from this hell. Yes, it's hell. You have seen it. When you look at Europe and Americas and other civilized world, even African countries that are neighbors, like Niger, Chad, living conditions there are far better than the giant of Africa, the so-called giant of Africa. If you go to Gabon, oh yes, Equatorial Guinea, these countries, living conditions there are far better. Yes, if you go to Togo, all of them are neighbors to Nigeria. Yes, but you see, if you make movement to those places, see the sanity on their roads, see the living standards of people, see per capita income of the citizens. See those things, see the distance between Nigeria. See that people here are not living their life. So all these things inform the decision of the people to vote for referendum. Yes, and you talk about the insecurity, the killings. Nigeria is at war with itself. You agree with me that, look, no nation apart from those in Ukraine and in Gaza that we are seeing a number of casualties and deaths like in Nigeria and the whole world. It's only in Gaza where fighting is going on between the Hamas and Israeli soldiers, the defense forces of Israel. And you talk about Ukraine and Russia. Apart from these countries, oh man, even in Darfur, Sudan, yes, even in Yemen. Tell me that country where you see a number of deaths every day. People will die on account of killings by terrorists, bandits, herdsmen. So Nigeria is at war with itself, and people have seen it, and there's no way out of it. So people are voting to leave the contraption, to exit Nigeria. So, and that's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa have said it all, that look, there must be referendum, a self-referendum, to show that nobody's being forced, nobody's being coerced to join Biafra referendum or Biafra struggle. People are joining on their own accord. Yes, it's by choice. It's not by coercion, like the Nigerian government is doing. They're coercing people, forcing people. When people say we want to stay at home because of certain reasons, that's civil disobedience. The Nigerian government will say no. They bring army to chase people out from their home to go to work. Government will say if you don't come to work, we'll lock your shop. Government will say if you don't come to office, we'll not take your salary. So all these things, their measures are forcing people to do what they don't want to do ordinarily, because you have the might, you have the army, you have everything. So, but this Biafra referendum is something that's been done by choice, by willful decision. You have to say yes, I want to join, I want Biafra to exit, and that is what is being done. Yes, not by force. So far so good. It has shown that people have said they are willing to exit Nigeria. The only problem the listeners are having today is the political diabanists, the political efulefus. Yes, those who are sucking and making Nigeria dry from the sides, the collaborators of the Fulani oligarchs and jihadists from the southeast. They are the only problem the Igbos have. Otherwise, exiting Nigeria is now easier than before. Yes. But these political efulefus, these diabani in politics, they are working around the clock to truncate and frustrate the effort of the Biafran agitators to bring freedom to the people. And that is it. So, but we hope that someday they will be at a situation they wouldn't know what to do than to, either by commission or mission, they must succumb to the agitation for freedom. Yes, because when the wind of change comes, those who fail to acknowledge it and support or follow it or allow it to move on, they will be swept off by the wind of change. The wind of change will sweep them off. Yes, they will be swept off by it. The wind of change is blowing. It's blowing now in the Biafran land. And if you are ignorant, or you are failing ignorant, or you are stubborn, you are standing on the wall of the wind of freedom, it will do what? Blow you away. Yes, the wind of change will blow you away. The wind of freedom, the wind of referendum is blowing. It will certainly blow those who refuse to abide by it, succumb and agree to the terms, and move to